How you doing? So we're now 213 days in to Trump's second presidency, and 213 comes to Diana, Princess of Wales. It comes to Donald John Trump, Jr. Comes to Donald J. Trump is. Donald J. Trump is. Donald John Trump is, which is 185 plus 28. Comes to Donald John Trump 185 Bank. It also comes to Universe Reversal. Hey, Elizabeth. 88, there you go. Yeah. So talking of Diana, I watched the film Tenet tonight, and I would advise people to watch it. It's a very complex movie. Complex is 88 Trump. But it's pointing out, it's highlighting certain elements of how this operation has been going on. Operation is 113. So if you do time machine operation, that's 213. If you do Trump time travel, that's 213 as well. Trump plus John Kennedy, 213. So, yeah, but the actress that plays the character in the film, the actress Elizabeth Debicki, I think it's Debicki, not Debicki, I think it's Debicki, Elizabeth 88 Trump, she played Diana in The Crown. And there's a lot of references to that. So John David Washington is the protagonist. He's Denzel Washington's son. He's the black guy that's like the lead actor of the film. I don't think I'd seen him in anything else before then, but he does a stellar job of it, and got a bit of his dad's swagger. But John David Washington 217 is in numbers the same as Lady Diana Frances Spencer 217, which is also Mission Impossible 217, Tom Sidney Bushnell 217, and in the Hey, how are you doing? And then in the film Weapons, they highlight 217, and something happens at 217 in that film, in reference to 17 kids, actually. So they're highlighting it. They're using the numbers to highlight things, both good and bad. Yeah. Am I the protagonist? Maybe in the film, maybe in decoding the films, and I've talked about this before, and I've had readings on that before, but they say that maybe I helped finance the films that I highlight in the movie, but the films that come to me, because I don't get it out of books, it comes, and so my future self was maybe helping fund the production and making of these movies, and I guess I'd know what was in the scripts as well, because there's Easter eggs all over the place in all of them, and my connection with Diana with the numbers, and then 217, John David Washington, 217, Tom Sidney Bushnell 217, and the school bit in the film was up the road, 2 miles up the road from where I lived at the time during COVID, and there's lots of COVID references. There's the RV, there's the gold, lockdowns, masks, all kinds of stuff. So hey guys and girls, yeah, so yeah, even the waiter, Jeremy Theobald, I used to converse with him. He's in there, and then it's a nice when they say goodbye to Sir Michael, not Gamble, Sir Michael Caine. That's like the last time he's worked with Christopher Nolan. There's Nolan Bushnell, who invented Atari games, the computer games, and then obviously Tom Bushnell. And there's lots of Toms in the end credits of Nolan's films. So he's married to Emma Thompson. There's Thomas. Is it Hayslip? I think so. Comes up. There's even a Tom Nolan, one of his relatives, in the film as an actor. So there's a whole bunch. Anyway, but it's a complex film. My grandparents' number comes up 404. There's 9.58. There's the reversal of 9/11. It's interesting though. That's the thing. It's like I'm seeing more and more how people's consciousness and perceptions of reality are we're aligned, but we're also very different. And I think it's a natural human trait. Well, it is. That's kind of how people congregate. People look for similarity and identical parallels in belief systems. Think about where people meet each other. They meet each other at work, school, neighborhoods, religious groups, now online things with profiles, etc. But there's always a commonality of ideals, of beliefs. And what people are looking for is they're looking for a match in terms of the inner terrain, which creates understanding and empathy and bond and kinship. It's quite different for people to be completely different on their worldview and then to really have a good friendship. That can happen, and they're sometimes really cool because they're not based on, it kind of supersedes the idea of the id, the identity. But mostly, if you shatter people's paradigms of belief, it doesn't seem to tend to last that long. And you're also seeing like codependency relationships where people, there's usually one or the other that is stronger than the other and more dominant, and the other one has to fall in line. You know, when you see it in like groups when they complete each other's sentences and stuff, you see it in couples all the time. But I think maybe as time goes on, the right for free speech, for free thought, with the elements of respect and the search for truth and meaning, allowing everyone the space to think and create as they do, but also boundaries. So it's a paradox. All those things I mentioned are paradoxical, but I'm noticing more that they are part of the fabric of reality. And if there's infinite universes, then there's a beautiful line actually in the film. I've noticed it before, but it stood out more today again when the Robert Pattinson character who played Batman, so you've got the Batman thing going on there again. He talks about it's difficult to understand. Does he say understand? He says multi-universes or multiple realities and consciousness, saying something about how it's difficult to know the difference between the two, which is interesting because I guess what makes our reality is our consciousness, isn't it? And then the question is, where does our consciousness come from? It feels like a stream. It feels like a stream of data that's being played. It's like the projector whirring up and, okay, here we go. This is consciousness. This is what's going on. The software is booting up. But yeah, the multiple realities and consciousness, because I guess I've said it before in different ways that we all live in our own universes because we're in our minds most of the time. And then we have this shared reality. But even within the shared reality, everyone's got different points of view and perception and different software that run, different preferences, different things that they enjoy. Hello, Bob. Okay, nice one, 213. So it's interesting. Yeah. Major events to come, 213. There you go. Links are below for knickknacks if you want to get the benefits of clean nicotine. Then click the links below. You've got the UK offer and the US offer. And of course, you can get your AHA Halo scaler. Still $50 off, I believe. It's usually $30 off, but click the link below. You should get $50 off for the summer promo and free international shipping. So anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Much love. God bless. Take care. Bye.